Good evening. Here in Italy is evening. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to today's session that is entitled The Battle of Scannagallo. Today I wanted to tell you the story related to the battle that is another teaching from the land where I live, here in Tuscany, in Val di Chiana. Last Sunday, I've told you the story about the Clanis River and how I learned it. And this is very similar because, again, is related to the land. This land that is, I found buonasera, I found great difficulties in growing anything and in doing anything with the land. I've been planting, and it was always a disaster. So I was quite discouraged. But anyway, the years went by, and I met Nadia Stepanova, a shaman from Buriazia. She had her calling, shamanic calling, during the time of the communism, and that was forbidden, and shamanism practices were forbidden. So for 70 years that was forbidden, and she had relatives that had been sent to Gulag. It was really very very difficult, very dangerous to be a shaman. But eventually, during Perestroika, she finally came out to the public, and she started teaching and recuperating these rituals back. And also, so she teaches shamanism at the University of Ulan-Ude in Buriazia. And anyway, and she started her teachings around the world. So I had already met Bola Banstola. I had already been in Nepal to see the other shamans. And eventually she was in Italy, so I met her, and I invited her to my place. So she came here, and among her teachings there was this one, to get in touch with the spirit of the land. So and how this the spirit of the land was a cultural fact. So for instance, she was here in Siena. She offered Santa Caterina some vodka, which is part of her rituals, and she had a vision of Santa Caterina being drunk. So she realized that it was not the appropriate way to deal with the various spirits of the land and protectors. This had to be according to the land. Anyway, when Nadia left, I got an idea, and I said, maybe I should I should get in touch with the spirit of my land, of the land, and ask the spirit why I have so much problems in cultivating and growing anything here. So I tried. I must say that I've never had faith in myself. And so I was extremely surprised when I got an answer. When I asked, a voice told me, no, the spirit of the land is not here. He escaped. He ran away. He left because he was disgusted by a bloody battle that was fought here in the 1500s, and gave me also the date. So I couldn't believe myself, and I went right away to check. And with my surprise, I found out that in 1554, here was fought the Battle of Scannagallo between Siena and Florence. Siena with with a French Sienese army led by Piero Strozzi, and the Florentine army and Spaniard army led by Medici, I don't remember now, Gian Giacomo Medici, and it was at the orders of Cosimo the First of the Medici, on its turn, following the request of the Emperor of Spain, Charles V. So the Spanish, Florentine armies and the French Sienese army fought here on this land, and it was a massacre. Florence won, and Siena was lost the independence, and the fact is that the battle was a massacre. The Florentines were very happy. The Medici built a church, a chapel in honor of the victory, and here is the victory is honored. Every year on the 2nd of August there is a replica of the battle, a re-evocation of the battle and of the victory, in honoring the victory. Now, in fact, instead, the land suffered because the spirit of the land had gone, and the land was full of souls. When I realized that, actually I saw escalators, light escalators, and thousands of souls going up, being sent, going up in the light, that because they had been trapped on the land. So I understand that this was what I had to do, even though, and that sparked, even though I wasn't fully aware of what I was doing when I started creating my beds, and the big bed is 20 times, the diameter is 20 times the 1.618, which is the golden rule. And this big bed is in the shape of, it's a lavender bed, and it's in the shape of the flower of life. I just finished planting 1,000 plants of lavanda vera to complete the bed. Anyway, and I realized later on, and then there are these other beds in the shape of a spinning wheel, or pinwheel. I realized that these were all prayers, and to lift the energy, the vital energy and the life energy of the place, so that all the souls could go back into the light. And anyway, not only that, on this land, and in particular in certain specific spots, I used to get mad, furious every time something happened. I got a call, an injustice, and I felt insulted, something that I got furious. So I understood that, again, like the Clanis River had lost the spirit, and the spirit of fertility, of prosperity, which is the spirit of the river, the culture, were all born where a river was, a big river, because the river brings life. And maintains life. So, like the spirit had gone, and instead the spirit of the swamp had taken the place with all the forms of stagnation, which is again contrary to life, this battle had left death. The spirit of death, the spirit of the war, of being angry, of competition, of all these terrible, terrible, terrible emotions. So this is why I'm telling you this story. One, to be aware of the emotions that you feel in yourself, because bad emotions are polluting. They pollute the environment, because they don't only affect you, but they affect everybody else, and the environment, and the time-space, because they get attached to the place, to the physical place, and also to the time. Again, I was telling you this story to become aware of what you experience, of the emotions that you experience, and why you experience them, because maybe you are resonating with some emotion that is stuck in the place. So now you should know that cemeteries, hospitals, prisons, they unfortunately are places of pain, sorrow, and death, and illness. So we have to be aware of this where we go, and then we can cleanse. As you know, we can rectify, because this I'm telling you also how to rectify this, because we have to summon the spirit that is the opposite, let's say, complementary, okay, the complementary spirit. And this and the land being left with the spirit, which is the spirit that organizes the land, it's another problem, because we get, like when we lose the soul or a part of the soul, we get without some guidance and information that is important, that is relevant, important, very important to the conduction of life. So today I would like to retrieve once again the spirit of the land here. I think that, as a matter of fact, and when I was thinking about what to tell you today, I realized that it did come back a spirit, and that was the David of Michelangelo. He appears to me like the David of Michelangelo, which is a statue in Florence. So the Florence is here with the iris, the Giglio of Florence, and also with the David. And this, the Giglio is also in the flag of Fogliano della Chiana. So Florence is very much here. Anyway, so what I want to do with you today, not only to make you aware of what happens, is also to retrieve the spirit of the land, of your land, not only mine, of all the land, all the spirits that have left, because something has happened that we don't know, and to bring back the spirit of peace, of productivity, of progress, of prosperity, and of health. And this maybe we can do it right away. And again, I want you to say how despicable, how horrendous, how insane, how abominable, how terrible is war. Is war that still 500 years later in here was having its consequences. So please, we think about peace, and we summon, ask, call the spirit of peace to be with us all the time. And we want to think also of all the souls that have been trapped and have been left trapped because for many reasons, or they have been forgotten, and they are there, and they suffer and they cause suffering. So we will be releasing and bringing back to the light all those souls as well. Okay. energize your water, your food. Or just relax. Okay. I saw a lot of souls flying, this time no escalator, flying in groups, in flocks, like birds, flying to the light. Then I saw the Clanis River again, being here, the spirit of the river, bringing peace, bringing light and prosperity. I saw nature, the force of nature, of a beautiful, peaceful nature, with the green trees, lush vegetation, flowers, insects buzzing, that peaceful nature. Soothing. Then quickly came by David, the spirit of this land, with a message for you all, saying that you don't need to be big to be strong. You can be small and as effective, as strong as a giant. And that everything starts from the small. So we all can make a difference if we act in our own little small space. And we shouldn't be intimidated by the strong, big giant, the bully. No. We are powerful. And we have to exercise our power. Many smalls make big. Then I saw San Biagio here, and San Biagio is the other spirit, the protector of this land, and another discovery I didn't know. When I asked who is the protector of the land, San Biagio arrived, and in fact San Biagio is the patron of this place, of Pozzo della Chiana. So thank you, San Biagio. So he was overlooking the ceremony of bringing to light the souls, and he's saying that he is the protector. He is here to protect. That is his job. And then again, an angel came with a scroll saying Pax et Bonus. And then I saw and I heard the harmony of the spheres, and I saw the universe and the planets, and I heard this music, and the thought, harmony. Again, all this was to bring harmony and to be in a harmonious way all together. And then a quick run made also the Francesca Stallion came by saying hello, and also a koi fish, red fish. He has been an ally. He has been helping me to get all the bad informations. Eating. He's been eating. He and his friends eating all the heavy kucha, the heavy energies and bad energies, and bringing them back into the Pachamama. And a chameleon. Now we shall see what the chameleon is bringing us. So we welcome the chameleon, and maybe he's saying that we adapt. We can adapt. But that doesn't mean that we change our inner selves. No, we adapt. We change the color of the skin, but we are the same. So maybe it's adaptation that is teaching us. And again, like David, is teaching us that we can do, and we should do what we can, only what we can. If we only did what we could in our small environment, in our small space, in our small sphere, we will be as powerful and as giants. The power of small. And the chameleon is not a big animal, it's a tiny animal, and he has no defenses. And this is the other part. He has no defenses except he's changing in color. He goes, he walks very slowly. I remember seeing them a lot in South Africa. Oh, very cute. And so the power of the small and the peace. We don't need to spit venom or bite or injure, hurt anybody. We can just change color and just be in peace. Okay, so with this, be in peace. Change your color, don't spit venom. And be powerful in your own space, place, sphere, competence. Be strong. See you next Sunday. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.